creating healthy habits in 2025 to help with my mental health and my low spend year. Happy New Year and welcome to my cozy retirement. I'm Tanya and I'm glad you're here. I have a few new subscribers, so welcome if you're new and welcome back if you've been with me for a while. Let's see how 2025 is going to go. I've tried in the past to make New Year's resolutions, goals, and it doesn't usually last for me. So I thought, no, this year I'm going to do something a little different. I am going to try and basically habit stack on the habits that I already have in place. That way, hopefully, I will be able to keep some of those things in place. And I don't want to get too big with this. I don't want to have too many new habits to create, because then I will get overwhelmed, and that happens often. I have decided that this year I'm going to look at the habits that I already have that I enjoy and that serve me well, and I am going to habit stack on top of those. If you haven't read Tiny Habits or Atomic Habits, they are great books, great resources. And right now I'm going to try and go through Tiny Habits again, and we will talk about that shortly. I also have another book that I'm reading right now, and we'll talk about that. So I guess my goal this year, if you want to call it a goal, is just to habit stack on top of the habits that I already have. I'm hoping that you'll come along with me this year, and maybe you have some habits in place that you'll be able to just habit stack on top of to create some more habits that will benefit you. And we can share with one another how that's going, and maybe share with one another the habits that we do have or that we plan on stacking. Others may also realize that that's something that they should be doing. And if you have New Year's goals, that's great. Share those too. So grab yourself a cozy cup of coffee or tea and let's dive in. When I say dive in, right now I could dive in the snow. We have so much snow this year. Actually, I really enjoy, if it's winter, I want snow. Clean, it's pretty, it's white, and I can do some cross-country skiing instead of just walking. So that's a good thing. In my last video, I talked about my low spend year, and I talked about some of the things that we'll be talking about today. So I am doing a low spend year, not a no spend year, because I would never make it. But I really, really want to attempt to do a low spend year, and I'm starting with 3 months at a time, and then I'm going to move on. So along with that, I'm going to stack some habits that will help me create health and wellness through this year. So one thing that I did talk about in my last video was to start a gratitude journal, and I had already bought a journal pre-Christmas that I thought I would start on January 1st, and I did start it. And it seems to be keeping me going. I thought maybe this would help me to create that habit, and then when I get through this journal, I'll just keep going in a notebook. I felt I needed something that would spur me on, give me some questions to answer, and this seems to be doing the job. So here it is. So it's called the 5-minute gratitude journal. So it only takes a few minutes in the morning and a few minutes in the evening, very few actually, because now I'm starting to think ahead about what I want to put. So it takes me about maybe 2 minutes in the morning and maybe 2 or 3 minutes in the evening to complete the question. So that seems to be working for me, but you don't need to have a new journal to do this. If you have notebooks at home, you can use that as well. And my hope is that this will help me get through my low spend year as well, to realize that all the things I have already that I'm grateful for, so I don't really need to buy more. So we'll see if that works. I already am doing that in the morning, and I started on January 1st. So I'm already creating a habit with that. To habit stack on top of that, I am going to have a little prayer time. I need to spend time in prayer. It doesn't have to be really long, but 5 or 10 minutes in the morning before I come downstairs and do all my other tasks. So I'm going to habit stack prayer time on top of my gratitude journal. I think that will help a lot, because it will help me to know what I'm grateful for already, help me to know what I'm going to be saying thank you for. And on top of that, the prayer will help me with ongoing fears and worries that I have and help me to feel more secure. I mean, really, worry does not help a thing. It doesn't add a moment to our life. In fact, it takes away moments of our life. And so I need to get rid of worry. And that's going to be a task for me. It's something I've dealt with for a long time. And I'm hoping that the gratitude journal and the prayer will help me with that. Then I will get out of bed. I usually come down and have my coffee. I need to feed my dogs just before I have my coffee because they're waiting. They don't like to wait. And then I have my coffee, and I usually watch YouTube or something like that with my coffee just to kind of relax. And usually I'm not ready for breakfast yet, so I will make my bed, I will have my shower, I will get dressed, and I will brush my teeth. So those are already habits that I have. But on top of getting dressed and brushing my teeth, I plan on habit stacking my new skincare. So I have a few moments here that I'll talk about my skincare, and then you'll be back. Enjoy! So now I'm going to show you my new skincare. I'm liking it. My skin is feeling much softer. It was getting kind of dry, so I like it. A couple reasons why I decided on this product to try. One is because, and I'm not sponsored, not yet, hopefully someday. One reason I decided on this product was I wanted organic, and this is all organic. Second reason is because it's actually somewhere I've been that they make it, Nova Scotia. I can order it right on Amazon, but I'm sure that at some point I'll be able to figure out how to get it right from the company. But I wanted to give it a try, so I bought all the products that I could see. Anyway, this one, Vitamin C Maritime Naturals, Vitamin C Cleanser. And this one is the Retinol Serum. And then, I also got Rose Water, which is the toner. I got the eye serum, probiotic and collagen eye cream. Okay, and then I got this one, which is the vitamin C, and it has other stuff, serum, hyaluronic, I don't know if I'm saying that right, acid, and vitamin E. So I got that one as well. And I got the scrub, shea butter and silica pumice. I also got the retinol moisturizer. I got all of those, and I put some on in the morning and some on at night. So this is morning. I'm going to use my cleanser. I'm going to use my toner. I'm going to use my eye cream, and I will put on the vitamin C one. In the evening, I change that to the retinol serum. I will, of course, put the moisturizer on. And I only use the scrub 2 or 3 times a week. This is morning. Let's get to it. So first, I like to get my face a little wet. I think I will do the scrub today. When I do the scrub, I don't do the cleanser. So that was the eye cream. And this is the vitamin C retinol. Feels so good. And I love it because I love the scent as well. It's so nice. And now I'm going to put on, once this dries, I'm going to let it dry a little bit. Get into my skin. Usually this is when I brush my teeth, but I already did that. So usually I put it on and then I brush my teeth, and then I let each thing work its way in and, yeah, become soaked in. I know I shouldn't put my fingers in. I don't have any. It doesn't. That's one thing. They didn't send a little like dipper that you can dip in. So I need to buy one, I guess. That's it. Now, so that's my new skincare routine. I am not sponsored, and I cannot say whether it's really great yet or not because I've only used it for about a week. Skin is feeling a lot softer, which is nice. And it is organic, and it is from one of our neighbors in Canada, Nova Scotia. There's one more habit stack that I want to add to my morning routine, and that is I want to make sure I get in half of my body weight worth of water each day. So I thought what I would do is add another habit stack onto the morning that I will drink 1/3 of what I'm supposed to be drinking in a day by noon. So that's another little piece to add to my morning routine. That one, I also need to make sure that I drink 1 more 1/3 by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 1 more 1/3 before 6:30 in the evening, because after that, if I drink a lot of water, I'll be up a lot during the night. If I break it down into 3 portions, make sure I get that much in, I can just kind of check that off 3 times a day. So that is another habit that I need to form for my health. I would hope to have most of those habits, other than the drinking of water, completed by about 9:30 in the morning. I'll talk about the in-between time a little bit later, but evening is another time that I already have some habits. I usually put my pajamas on pretty early. I will maybe have my pajamas on by like 5 o'clock, just so I feel comfortable. I like to be in bed by about 8:30 p.m. so that I have some time to do the things that I need to do to wind down and get ready for sleep. One of the things is, of course, I have to finish my evening gratitude journal entries. And it doesn't take long. It takes about a couple of minutes and I'm done. I also want to habit stack on that some prayer time. So 5 or 10 minutes of prayer to end my evening. And then on top of that, I would like to do some reading before I fall asleep, about 10 o'clock. The book that I'm reading right now is Things That Matter by Joshua Becker. Things That Matter is a great book to read along with my gratitude journaling, because the book is actually about making sure that you're spending your time wisely on things that matter in life. So for the evening habits, I already have my pajamas on, usually early, and I already brush my teeth, but there's no real structure in what I do. What I want to do now is put a time limit on it and add a couple of extras. So by 8 o'clock, I want my pajamas on. Then I plan on going up and I'm going to brush my teeth and complete my nighttime routine skincare. Then I can go into my bed. I can do my gratitude journal. Once I'm done my entries for my gratitude journal, I will then stack the prayer time. I would like to have 5 to 10 minutes at least of prayer time. And then I would like to read until about 10 o'clock. And then I will turn off lights. By then my body should be relaxed. I should be ready for sleep and be able to have lights out and have a good night's rest. So that's my evening routine. In between time, there's so many things that I like to do. And I tend to, change it up every so often. This will be according to seasons as well, because right now there's lots of snow. So I can walk in the snow if I want. I can hike in the snow if I want, but I can also go cross-country skiing, which is really nice. I have some skis, so that's something I'd like to do once in a while. This year, I would like to do a little less and have a little time just to do those things that I really enjoy. For instance, crocheting, spending some time in my craft room, which hopefully will be done getting cleaned up soon. One of my videos that's coming very soon, I hope, is I decided that I needed to declutter and reorganize. And oh boy, did I get busy. And that makes a mess. I make a mess everywhere in the house when I do this. So at least the main floor is basically done except for my craft room. And I want to finish those, and then I will give you a little tour of the updated version of everything. Getting outdoor in nature is important, and that I will make sure is part of the activity that I get to enjoy between morning and evening habits. I also would like to take a little more time to read if possible during the day. Creating my videos is another thing that I'll be doing. So the things that I really want to put in place in the in-between hours are, as I said, the things that bring me joy. learning something new, working on my videos, crocheting, playing in my craft room, and being out in nature and reading. I'd like to know what habits or goals you've put in place this year. So if you want to put those in the comments, that would be great. And if you can like and subscribe, that's great too. My next video that's coming up will be about self-care and some activities that we can do for self-care that doesn't have to cost anything or is very low cost. So that's coming next week. And shortly after that will be my main floor tour of my updated craft room and space. So that should be fun. I hope you'll join me again. And as I said, Happy New Year. I hope that you have lots of fun things planned for 2025. And I will see you again next week. Bye-bye. I got this one, which is the retinol serum. Good. Anyway, the retinol serum. Another blooper in the making. Okay, we're going to say this.